The end of the world is coming! Well, maybe. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Journal Girl here, and yes, I changed my shirt even though I'm recording on the exact same day. I just wanted to make you think that maybe it was different, but no. Same day as the last two videos. Right on. Next thing to address. Yes, I know it's dark in here. It should be fine. I don't know, the sun's going down. But let's just rock it anyway. Next thing. Today, we are going to look at the 2016 election of doom. So anyway, if you do not know, you must be living under a rock. Or you're extremely unfortunate, and I'm sorry for you, but everybody's going to be on your level soon if this goes the way it may very well go. First of all, the election of doom. This 2016 election is the American election that we're talking about. I'm Canadian. Doesn't mean it doesn't affect me. I just get no choice. This is an election which is basically a race between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump. I mean, there's actually two other candidates there's more than two candidates, but there's two other kind of viable candidates that have people supporting them. They just didn't get as much media coverage, but the fact that I do not remember their names should be enough for you to understand that really it's a race between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. So, next Tuesday, I believe it is, on November 8th, 2016, next Tuesday, not that far away, disaster is coming. There will be a new president, and I, for one, am sad to see Barack Obama go. There are many people that I know that are not. But, this is why the world functions the way it does. Everybody has different opinions, and that's, for the most part, we should celebrate that. But I understand, in things like this, why it can be pretty hard to do so. How's the lighting look now? Okay, next week, we very well could hear the announcement, or watch it on TV, I believe, or Twitter, or whatever you do with your life, that Donald Trump is president. Or we could get the announcement that Hillary Clinton is the first American female president. Or perhaps, on a wild whim, somebody else wins. Very unlikely, but who knows? So, now my thoughts. Like I said, I'm Canadian, so I don't really get a choice in the matter. And as many have so easily stated, this election for the Americans is basically choosing between two evils, right? So the choice is pick the lesser of two evils. I don't support Donald Trump in any way, shape, or form. Do I think he was a good businessman with his small loan of $1 million? He isn't a self-starting businessman. Let's just get that straight. Because he didn't have to work from nothing to be a businessman. He is still a great businessman. I actually bought this book at a second-hand store for $3. So I thought, what's $3? It's not like the money's going back to him. But anyway, this is The Art of the Deal by Donald Trump and Tony Schwartz. So it's not only him. But I do think Donald Trump may have been a good businessman. There was a point in his life where things were successful. But there's still a lot of parts about his business that aren't that successful. A lot of issues, like with the scandals and taking money from his charity to pay off debt. That aside, let's just say he is a good businessman, because at some point maybe he was, but he's a businessman. He is not a president. There's a very, very big difference between the businessman and the president. that aside, that whole bubble aside, there are so many things wrong with Trump, like apart from that. He's a bigot, he's a racist, misogynist, he's a prick. First of all, don't get your panties in a twist. Yes, I'm a woman, an intelligent, young, capable woman. Yes, I do take offense. And he can go off about me and say the disgraceful things like he said about other girls. She's just a pig. Of course she'd react that way. She's not gorgeous, so, like, the only person who's gonna be offended is somebody who has something to be offended for? No, not really. Every single woman should be offended by the way he treats women. So there's that. He's not good with his money. We've stated that. He has a bad temper. You're going to elect this man who can't take a simple, not a joke because he's a joke, a simple diss. You're going to put this man who reacts volatilely with anything, you're going to give him the launch codes? I don't think that's a good idea. And he's not the only one with launch codes. And no, he can't be one. And there's a bunch of other people that are going to say it. I don't care what you think. This man doesn't take... Oh, okay, that's a bad thing to say. I think you have to understand. I think you need to understand that this man doesn't know how to say no, okay? So if he doesn't like it, if he wants to, the one saving grace about his dedication is that he is so dedicated to getting what he wants. It's just that what he wants isn't always a good thing. The idea, like, okay, I'm moving on now, but the idea that we're gonna build a wall, like, it's gonna be the best wall, like, and then make somebody else pay for it just because you're racist. That's it. Like, the wall is not for security purposes or anything. You're a racist asshole who wants to keep people out. And there are a lot of Americans that give the American image, but there are a lot of Americans that don't. So I don't discriminate against Americans themselves. I discriminate against the Americans that support that kind of action. I would want the wall between Canada and America not to keep Canada or Canadians from Americans, but to keep Canada from Trump. But just the idea is so fundamentally stupid and wrong. Everything, okay, 95% of the things that come out of his mouth are lies. They're blatant lies. They're not even, like, hard to decipher, like, oh, you remember that thing he said that was just, like, slightly underhanded, and we've spent months working on it? That was a lie. No. Like, there's layers. Ogres have layers. Trump doesn't have layers. It's just all wrong. Completely wrong. There's so many issues with Trump, and I really... Okay, what day is it? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5-ish days to the election, to seeing that this man, this scumbag, could be president is terrifying. Terrifying. Even as a Canadian, terrifying. I think anybody in the world should be terrified. I look pretty damn white, okay? But I'm terrified, okay? He can't rise to power. People will disagree with me on this, but there are also many people who don't. And it's that if there's going to be a World War III, it would be Trump that would start it. And how can we go from Barack Obama to Trump? I want to, but I don't understand. I get that there's people like this. I get that there's more people like him, and that's why there's people that support him. But it's just hard to understand the mindset of that kind of person, the kind of person you have to be Trump, or to be like Trump, or to support Trump. Next. So, Trump could get elected, and it could be the end of the world. World War III, happening right on our doorstep. Or Clinton could get elected. Yes, Clinton is the lesser of two evils. No, she's not perfect. She has many faults. And if you think I'm biased, you're right. I'm biased against Trump. I'm not biased towards Hillary. She does seem very robotic, as my brother would put it. He didn't understand really what was wrong either until we were watching the elections, and then he was like, okay, I kind of like the remixes of the re-elections and stuff, and he's like, okay, well, I kind of get what people don't like about her now. Yes, there's her email scandals, and freaking, what's his name? Something Weiner, just a person that works under her, something Weiner. But yes, there's those email scandals. Yes, she has her own lies. Hard to trust the information with. But in the end, I think, yay, woman president, right? Like, just once. Then people can be like, oh, well, we did that. I just think if I had to choose only between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton is the lesser of two evils. I would choose her, not because, let's just say they were the only two choices. They're not, but let's just say they were. I would choose her because I was so against him, but also because I think if you had her, we could maybe get through the next 4 years. Maybe, but if you put him in, how long do we survive? I don't know. My next thing was, yes, there's two other candidates. One is a woman and one is a man as well. Before I get to that, I'd like to mention the scary fact that the latest Purge, is about an election with a man and a woman. I would also like to mention the serious craziness of having the fact that The Simpsons predicting this. If you haven't seen those things, go check them out. The fact, it's just so, you watch Donald Trump descending down that escalator side by side with the Simpsons episode, and you think, how? Because first of all, his actions are the same, and a dude even drops a freaking poster in the background. It's mind-blowing. Anyway, the other thing is, there are two other candidates. I think it's very unlikely that they will be voted in. I don't know much about either of them. I do know neither is a great choice. None of the candidates are that great. It's kind of a shit show. Usually, as a Canadian, I had a choice. I could make a decision and be like, oh yeah, that's totally the guy or girl, guy that I was rooting for, right? With this one, it's just like, I'm just rooting against. There's a very big difference between rooting for and rooting against some. So I don't really believe that those other two are going to have a major effect on the election. I just don't want the end of the world, so don't vote Donald Trump, please. Please, for the love of humanity, don't vote that. Okay, if you're informed and you still think that's a good idea, okay. But if you're voting for him only because he's your party, because other people are threatening you, because you're uninformed, please don't. And for all of you out there that don't want to vote for Donald Trump but aren't already registered to vote, please register to vote. I don't get a vote, okay? But you do. And it may seem like, none of them are a good choice, so why? But if you would choose between dying and being in pain. Wouldn't you choose being in pain for a short little while? So please vote just to make the difference. I don't know. This is gonna be crazy. The next time I record a video, it's gonna be about my thoughts on what has happened, and that's crazy to me, because it very well could be Donald Trump. It could be Hillary Clinton. It could be one of the other two. Maybe there's some random guy a lot of people, but like nobody on the media knows about, that is gonna steal it away. It'll be like, wait, who's blah, insert name here, and then and they win just because all the votes are so like scattered. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say about this. Okay, it's almost turned into a rant. Like maybe it was a rant, like partially a rant, and then it was like just disappointed, like resentment, just being resigned through the rest of the thing, just being like, oh god. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, don't. If you have anything nice to say, say it. If it's not nice, that's not so great. But hey, I don't discriminate with whatever you say. It's freedom to have your own opinion. If you have opinions, please put them in the comment section down below. I'd love to read them. I don't get a lot of messages or comments, so it kind of makes my day. Even if it's somebody I know. Most of you are. Put them in the comment section down below. If you like this video or other videos that you have seen, please subscribe to my channel. Down there. I think it's here. It might be here, but it's a red button that says subscribe in it. So do that. If you do want to, if that's what's best for you, do it. If it's not, don't. Really, I just want what's best for you. If this isn't what's best for you, I'm sorry. It's not really what's best for a lot of people. That's why I have 17 subscribers. Maybe it's just because people don't know I exist. No, it's probably because a lot of people know I exist and they just don't care. So, I think it's awesome that I have 17 subscribers. That's awesome. Like, what? I have more than myself? That's great. Okay, so, yes. Thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, and, I hope you have a great day, a great weekend, a great life, and hopefully next week that life continues, and I will see you later.